Hello, I'm Noah Rosenfield, and today I'm demoing my progress on my automated QA agent for browser-based games. To start, I'm going to get the agent going on this Snake arcade game, and to give us something a little more interesting to look at, I'm going to pop open this live view of the browser base, and we'll be able to see the agent interacting inside. Yesterday, we saw in the terminal here the agent was detecting the start button as an HTML entity and then doing some button mashing to try to get a response. Today, we worked on trying to make our QA agent a bit smarter in a few ways. First, we added metadata schemes that allow us to provide some basic information about the game, including the genre, a little description, and the expected controls, and an input schema. So now, instead of just randomly jamming buttons, it actually runs systematically through the controls that it knows about. And we can see there, it actually did a pretty decent job of keeping the snake in bounds just by testing out the known controls. But it still isn't trying to understand how to play the game very well. And that's where the second enhancement comes in. I'm going to enable our adaptive QA feature, and then we'll spin up the 2048 game. All right, and once again, I will pop this open in the browser as soon as we get that URL. And we'll see again here, it's going to do similar things to yesterday, except it's going to be a lot slower because now, after every move it makes, we are sending that screenshot off to, computer vision for analysis, and then getting back a specific control that it wants us to try to advance the game. Now, you can see it's moving a lot slower already, taking its time. And oh, there we go. There's the first move. I'll go to bring up the terminal a bit. We can kind of see some of this feedback here. Um, so, given that this is a little bit more expensive because image analysis can get kind of expensive, we've also added a budget variable for each test, which gets used to determine how many screenshots it's allowed to take over the course of the test, of the QA. And if it reaches that maximum, then it will automatically end the QA session. Now, the speed of the image analysis is something that we're still working on because at this level of latency, it just isn't going to work for a game that relies heavily on user reaction time like the Snake game. But it's a pretty decent fit for something like the 2048 puzzle game or an idle game. And so, as promised, we are going to give it a shot on our idle brick breaker game that we showed yesterday. So I'll go ahead and I'm going to kill the browser-based command there, and we will start up a fresh one. So here we are. This is a third-party game. Okay, so the brick breaker game is a third-party game. And let's get this open in our screen again here. There we go. So, because this is a third-party game, the metadata is just something that Claude kind of threw together for it based off of a screenshot. We don't have an official input schema. It knows that it's a mouse-based game. It has a goal of clicking bricks, but that's about it. So we're going to have to see how it does. I really don't know how this is going to go. But if we look down here, let me see if I can boost this up a bit, still make it readable. So you can see it's checking state progression, looking at screenshots, and it has a goal to continue playing and progress through the game. It's trying to collect its, oh, we got some bricks. We got some bricks. It's already doing it. That's excellent. So you can see adaptive loop iteration, state progression check complete, and it gives some validation or some reasoning here around clicking on a different part of the grid lower than the previous attempt might activate different game mechanics or progress the game further. And I'm not going to lie, I'm super stoked. It has now gotten through 4 bricks. I really was not expecting it to do very well with this. The coordinate analysis has not been really that great yet, especially for small items like this. So it hasn't managed to figure out that it should click in the upper left. Maybe I'll help it out. I'm going to click this. Oh, yeah, there we go. I'll click the ball for it. We can buy the ball. If it could figure out how to buy the ball by clicking that button, that will be truly excellent. So maybe, hopefully by the end of the week, we will have it beating that first level of Idle Brick Breaker. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for checking it out, and I'll see you next time.